Hey all, Greg here. I'm a furry. You actually caught me in the middle of drawing some furry art. Now, I think it's pretty good, but it has me thinking, who started the whole furry thing?
To find that out, we're going to have to go 40,000 years in the past, to the first ever confirmed man-made sculpture. This lion man was made so long ago, it's impossible to think how these people might have lived. But their artistic desires are so similar to us. This is history telling us that furries have always been around. But when was their prime? When was it the best time to be a furry?
Because I have phantom pain!
Well, of course, it's got to be ancient Egypt.
Of course it's ancient Egypt. For crying out loud, they built a giant cat with a dude's head on it. But why? Why did they dedicate so much of their time to building huge furry memorials?
Like most big monuments, these giant buildings were made for a religious purpose. Egyptian mythology is the reason for such an advanced architectural civilization for the time. They were building these massive monuments like obelisks, pyramids, and the Sphinx because of their mythology. Now, the origin of Egyptian mythology is very convoluted with many different tales and explanations that have been passed down from ear to ear. The main belief is that Atum, also known as Ra, is known as the god of creation. He rose out the waters of the Nun and created two twin deities, the god of air, Shu, and the goddess of moisture, Tefnut. Of course, it wouldn't be mythology without some incest, so the twins have children of their own, and it all branches out from there. So that's where all the gods and goddesses come from. But what do?
Well, I did a little research on my own, and I came up with my very own top 10 list of Egyptian gods. Check it out. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of this Ra guy. He's the one responsible for furries after all.
Egypt was so far ahead of their time because of their mythology. The pharaoh was viewed as a god himself, allowing outrageous taxes and labor because the people weren't just serving a king, they were serving a god. Many major scientific breakthroughs occurred during the 3,000 years of prosperity, like hieroglyphics which preserved their history and were some of the first written texts ever. Their mythology also reflected their heavy reliance on the Nile River, with three gods representing flooding, the flow of water, and fertility it brought to the land.
So that's pretty much it. Egyptian mythology was great. It gave us furries. Well, I'm gonna get back to my Zootopia now.
Make the ground shake.